Welcome to Reality Rewire, presented by the Wisdom Network. We're here to explore the tools, practices, and healing modalities that create real transformation from the inside out. And today we have a special message from one of the practitioners from the Wisdom Network. And here's what they have to say.
Hello, everyone. My name is Renee Walters. I am a spiritual life coach and an energy healer here at the Wisdom Network. Today, I'm going to talk about some ways to honor yourself. When I think about honor, I think about putting myself on a pedestal, loving myself unconditionally, having high self esteem, self worth. I think about integrity. So, what does that look like for you? For each and every person, it's going to be different. The way I honor myself is going to be different than the way you honor yourself. So, you have to know those things about yourself. What are some of those ways that you can honor yourself? Environment or incorporate your senses. So, what are you seeing? What are you hearing? What are you doing with your time? Who are the people that are involved in your life on a day to day basis? Who are you spending your time with the most on a day to day basis? It's going to really factor into how negative and positive you really are, because all of this information that you're intaking, say for instance you're looking at the news all day long and you're unconsciously you have the news on in the background. All that negativity, all that propaganda is going to feed into your brain, and it's going to cause you to maybe be stressed, have anxiety, just thinking about what could possibly happen or what is possibly happening. When you know in the core of yourself that everything is going to turn out the way that it is going to turn out, everything is going to be okay. On TV is in line with how I want to honor myself, how I want my day to go. Friends or family, if every time you go around that particular person, you just feel drained, you don't have any energy, you feel sad and depressed, and you feel like you can't speak up for yourself, no one's listening. If every time you're around this particular person, you feel drained, you need to cut them out your life. Point blank. They're draining your energy. And guess what? Even though you may be positive, you may have a positive outlook, being around all that negativity is going to end up bringing you down and bringing your energy down. So if you can take yourself out of those situations, cut it off. Take yourself out of those situations so you can be healthier for your mind, body, spirit. That's all about honoring yourself, being your authentic self, whatever that is for you. Don't dim your light. Don't hide to make someone else feel good. I know a lot of times in my family growing up, and as an adult, I would dim my light just to make them feel good. So I would say be true to yourself, be honest and true and authentic to your individual self. Because guess what? No one is exactly alike. Isn't that remarkable when you think about no one is exactly alike? So be your true, authentic self. Shine. Be who you are. Don't worry about what that person or the other person has to say. Because people will talk, people will be people. Don't hold onto things. That's easier said than done. Someone's having a bad day and they kind of snap on you. Don't hold on to that. That person could just be going through something in life. But don't hold on to things. You think about things that are fearful. You're doing things for the first time, or you're doing things. There are some singers, for example, there are some singers that they still get stage fright every time they go on the stage. But once they hit that stage and they start singing their first song, then they're okay. But they still get that stage fright. But guess what? They walk through it. Don't let holding on to things hold you back. Do more things that are aligned with happiness and joy, whatever that is for you. Happiness, to me, happiness is external things and then joy is internal, but they kind of go hand in hand. So do more things that will fill your cup. What does that look like? That's like maybe getting a coffee once a week. Does that look like you're just sitting in quiet for 15, 20 minutes, recharging your battery? Does that look like buying yourself flowers every week. I buy myself flowers even if I don't receive any, because I love flowers. So them on your table, and you're reminded of how much you love those flowers, and how much you just love yourself, and you honor yourself, because this is something that really brings you joy and happiness, something that you really love to do. So incorporate more of those things into your life. Also, don't deprive yourself of things that you want to do, things that may not be so good for you a lot. So, for example, we'll take ice cream. If you really enjoy eating ice cream and that's a reward for you, then you eat that ice cream in moderation. Don't eat it every single day. But if that's something that's a reward for you, that's something that you enjoy every once in a while, don't limit yourself. Don't hold yourself back. Indulge in it, but just know that a lot of this is not good for you. So you just do it in moderation. Also, every day, moving your body is very important. Moving your body, moving your lymphatic system. And that could be taking a walk outside, 15-minute walk on your lunch break. That could be doing yoga or Tai Chi, stretching. Every morning I get up, I stretch. Kind of physical activity, you want to make sure you're moving your body. I do line dance, I skate, I have my own skates. I try to stay active and keep my body moving. Whatever spiritual practices that you have, you want to just make sure you incorporate those and keep those going. Whatever that personally looks like for you, your belief system, your religion, keep that practice going. And because if that's something healthy for you, that's something that's feeding your soul, definitely keep that going. That's honoring who you are and honoring yourself. I would also say, with your mental thoughts, if you're having ruminating thoughts in your mind over and over and over again. So I'm not good enough, or I'm not gonna get that job. I'm not gonna get that job. If you find yourself ruminating and constant with thoughts in your mind, you can book an appointment with me. But also, you have to be conscious of those thoughts. The next time that thought comes into your mind, snap your fingers. You can say stop it out loud, stop it in your mind, and then replace that with something positive, like I am good enough. I am worthy. I honor myself each and every day. Start replacing that with some positive affirmations, but those thoughts, replace that with something that you want to happen in your life, something that's the opposite, something positive. I also want to encourage everyone to start meditating, and you can start off with 2-3 minutes a day. That could be in silence, that could be just walking outside in nature and just letting things just flow to you. Not listening to music, but just walking in nature, letting nature talk with you. Or that could be sitting in quiet, your eyes closed. Take a couple deep breaths in through my nose, exhale through your mouth, and then I would just close my eyes, get quiet, and I would ask myself, either out loud or within, what is it that I need today? What is of my highest good? You can ask whatever questions you want to ask, and then just sit there in quiet. And over time, you'll get answers. Over time, your stress levels will reduce. Over time, you can increase that meditation from 2 to 3 minutes to 4 and 5 minutes, and keep increasing. Every day that I wake up, before I get out the bed, I'll say affirmations of how I want my day to go. So, say for instance, I have a meeting at work and I'm just resenting going to this meeting. I would say something along the lines, thank you for waking me up this morning. My day is going to be beautiful, the best day ever. This meeting is going to go well. Everything is going to go in my favor today. Everything that is of my highest good will happen. I just love me and I love my life. Something along those lines. However you want your day to go. And cleanse your energy and honoring your energy within. Making sure your energy system stays. I want you to put your hand on your heart and put your other hand on your root chakra. And your root chakra is at the base of your spine, but it's in the front. And close your eyes. And I want you to feel the connection between your heart and your root chakra. And I want you to say out loud or in your mind's eye, I forgive myself. Whatever you want to add to that, I forgive myself for not showing up for myself. I forgive myself for not saying no when I needed to say no. I forgive myself for not taking care of my body. Whatever it is, feel that releasing out into the air. Thank you for listening to Ways to Honor Yourself.
If anything in today's episode stirred something in you, that's a sign. And if you are ready to stop doing this alone, we have an incredible community of healers, spiritual life coaches, and hypnotherapists at the Wisdom Network who are ready to meet you exactly where you are and take you somewhere completely new. That's right. Head over to thewisdomnetwork.net, find your practitioner, and take that powerful leap forward. We'll see you in the next episode.